I was warned never to take the road without a name, but warnings mean nothing when exhaustion mixes with curiosity, and you start believing you're untouchable, even in the dead of night. I found that road just past midnight, a narrow strip of broken asphalt disappearing between trees so dark they seemed carved out of something older than the forest around them. The air shifted the moment I stepped onto it, not colder or warmer, but wrong in a way that made my skin react before my mind understood. My footsteps echoed out of sync, like the sound itself was trying to remember where it belonged. And then I noticed the first impossible thing. The moon was rising, even though midnight had already passed hours ago. I kept walking because turning around felt like admitting fear, and I wasn't ready for that. The trees stood like silent sentries on both sides, absolutely still. No wind, no insects, just a low electric hum bleeding through the darkness. I checked my phone and saw 1:07 a.m. I walked maybe 50 meters, checked again, and it read 1:06 a.m. At first, I blamed the battery, the cold, anything logical, but the numbers kept falling backward with each step I took. 1:04, 1:01, 12:59. It felt like walking forward was peeling time away from reality. Most people would have turned back, but the human mind is stubborn. Curiosity disguised itself as courage and pushed me deeper. The deeper I walked, the more everything around me aged in reverse. Asphalt cracked and withdrew into older, rougher pavement. The air grew damp, the smell shifting to stagnant water and metal that had rusted long before I was born. That's when the breathing started, slow and steady, like the forest itself inhaled each time I exhaled. I turned around to reassure myself the road was still behind me, but it wasn't the same. It curved differently, the trees had crept closer, and the path was narrower, closing behind me like a trap. My heartbeat turned sharp and loud, but leaving no longer felt possible. I walked faster, and time rewound faster with me. Then I saw him. A figure standing at the end of the road, perfectly still, a silhouette cut out of the darkness itself. He didn't move, but the shadows around him trembled as if they feared touching him. I called out, and my voice echoed strangely, like someone else was calling through me. I took a cautious step forward. The figure moved too but backward, rewinding in tiny broken motions, like a video glitching in reverse. My stomach tightened. Something was wrong with him, wrong with this place, wrong with whatever force controlled that road. I checked my phone again. 12:41, 12:39, 12:34. The numbers falling felt like a countdown I didn't understand until the figure pointed behind me. I turned slowly and my entire body locked up. The road behind me was gone, swallowed by the forest. No asphalt, no path, just darkness. And that slow, deliberate breathing growing closer. Panic took over. I ran forward, straight into the thick, suffocating darkness of the road ahead. Time spiraled like someone had grabbed the world and twisted it in their hands. Colors smeared, shapes stretched. Footsteps echoed in directions that didn't exist. I lost track of what was real and what wasn't. Then I fell, hard. When I looked up, the faceless figure was crouched in front of me, closer than anyone should ever be. His head tilted slowly, unnaturally, until it hovered inches from mine. Where a face should have been, there was only static shifting, crackling, consuming itself. He leaned closer. not speaking aloud, speaking directly into my memory. Images poured into my mind. Another traveler, another night, another loop of yesterday repeating forever. I suddenly understood. The road didn't take you back in time. It replaced you with someone who never escaped. The figure extended a hand, not to help but to claim what the road wanted. I scrambled backward off the pavement and into the dirt. Something cold and sharp grabbed my ankle, but the moment my body left the road, the grip loosened and everything collapsed inward. A violent snap hit the sky. Time slammed forward. My phone buzzed in my pocket. 3:12 a.m. I was lying in a ditch beside the main highway, shaking, filthy, and alive. The unnamed road was nowhere. Just trees, silent, waiting, watching. I didn't report anything. I didn't return. But sometimes, when the night is quiet, my phone rewinds by exactly 1 minute. Never more, never less. Just enough to remind me that the road hasn't finished with me. Not yet.